Alrighty, so we're back. Sorry it took a little bit longer than expected to make the third part of the Roadhog tutorial. Weekend was a little bit packed and I didn't have time to even work on my stuff anyways. So we left off on making the HUD for Roadhog, the health. So let's get started! Quickly, let me change this to Roadhog character. Okay. Let's create a widget blueprint. We're gonna call this W character health. Let's try to do this the quickest we can, just so we can get to the good part, which is the hook, which is basically what everyone is expecting from this tutorial. For the health, we need a text. Let me check quickly to get a quick reference of the Overwatch HUD. Okay, so we have a text and a progress bar. I think it should be better if we put this in a vertical box, just to have it all nice and tidy. So we're going to drag the text box into the vertical box, and we're going to get a progress bar. We're going to fit it right. Hey, there we go. Okay, so we're going to put this, I think, around, whoa, I think around here, because the character icon I think goes around there. Let's put it a little bit there, whatever. The position doesn't matter, we just want to get a quick health bar up for iteration. So here we're gonna call this health text. We're gonna turn this into a variable. Progress bar, health bar. Roadhog has 600 health. The health is white, yep. So let's fill it quickly. %. Let's change the fill color. Let's put it white, and I think it's white. And the other color is like darker. I'm not sure, whatever. Just put it like that. You can do whatever you want. Also, the health bar is a little bit smaller, so let's change the size. 0.6, 0.7. I think 0.7 is fine. Okay, you know what? Let's take it out of the vertical box, just so it looks smaller. We really don't need it massive health. Let's change this to regular, the text. And I think that's pretty good. Let's adjust. Let's get this out of the vertical box, or whatever, let's just leave it there. You guys can use this without a vertical box, just adjust it however you want. So we're gonna take this, the position, the X position out of the text, and we're gonna apply it to the vertical box, just so they both are exactly the same. And I think that's it. let's quickly go over the character to our Roadhog character and let's add a health. It's gonna be a float. We're gonna compile and we're gonna connect the health to both the text and the progress bar. So we're gonna go quick to our progress bar and we're gonna bind it on the right side, create binding. And we're gonna get owning player pawn. We're gonna cast to Roadhog. And we're gonna get health. Yep. Now let's add first. Let's go back to our Roadhog character. Let's rename health to current health. And the other variable, we're gonna name it max health. And max health is gonna be 600. And current health, we're gonna go to our construction script. And we're gonna set current health to the value of max health. So that way when the object constructs, it's always gonna apply the max health to the current health starting. So we go back to our character health widget, and we are going to divide our current value by our max value, which is max health. And you get the normalized value, which is 1. Basically that's how progress bar works. You have to normalize the value first. So let's say your current health is 500 and your max health is 600. You divide the current health by the max health and it's going to give you a value between 0 and 1, which is what the progress bar uses. So it displays the current, like, whatever. And we're going to go to our text. We're going to create a binding. We're going to do the same thing as here, except we are not going to normalize the value. So the max value, our current health, we are going to round that. So it turns into an integer. And then we are going to transform that into let's first append, connect that there. So we are going to take the current health, convert it into a string, space, diff, space, and we are going to connect the max health. We're going to round that also, and then turn it into another integer and string. Connect that there, and let's quickly just return 0. Gives me OCD scene notes there. Okay. So I think we are set with the widget. Let's quickly create it on event begin play. Where's event begin play on this character? Where are you? And play. Okay. And we are going to create widget. It's gonna be Roadhog. derp w character health, owning player, get controller. Cast to player controller. Turn this into a peer cast. because it's always gonna be valid. Return value we're gonna add to viewport, and before this we're gonna create a variable out of the HUD just to have the reference. So with character widget reference. Okay, let's quickly go back to our widget. I forgot to set the anchor points to the bottom left corner, right here. Bottom left corner, compile, let's see if all that worked. Okay, so we have the character health, and it's the maximum value. Let's quickly take some damage. We're gonna do it in the most basic form. So I'm gonna go to modes quickly. I'm gonna look for a trigger box. I just want to see if health is working as intended. Let's make this like that. Let's put it right in there. And we're gonna go to the level blueprint. Do we have it selected? Yes, we do. Okay, so we have this selected, and we can just go to our level blueprint, right click. It's gonna create a reference to that trigger box. So it creates it. I think and we gotta create an event. I think we have to tick first, event tick. This is very dirty. Like, you're supposed to create a blueprint and like an actual object, but I'm just doing it in the most dirty way possible. Dirty person. Okay, on overlap, assign on actor begin overlap. I think this should work with what we want to do quickly. Let's throw a print string. Let's see if that works. Okay, so it's detecting our player. So let's quickly overlap actor. We're going to cast to Roadhog. We're going to get current health. We are going to subtract 25, and we're going to set current health. Let's go back, let's see if that works. Nope. What's going on then? Print, let's see if it's getting the character. Nope, it's failing to get the character. So let's see if it's other actor. Okay, there we go. It was other actor, not overlapped actor. So the health is working correctly. Okay, although we're not going to use that much, I just wanted to have a realistic replica of like everything Overwatch related with Roadhog, the HUD, the health and stuff. Okay guys, now the fun starts. We're gonna create the hook. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please smash that subscribe button and follow me on my social media, especially Instagram. See you on the next one.